Hey, welcome to the Vo TV Primetime Show. I do believe right now we are live. We are live. Karibu, 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 karibu. I'm your host, Nelson Mike Marioki, and remember that today's broadcast is live streaming on all 5 platforms, which includes the Vo TV YouTube channel, the Nelson Mike Podcast YouTube channel, the KNL Facebook page, my private Facebook page, and on Twitter at Vo Television. Karibuni, karibuni, karibuni. I can see already I have people who are waiting here. Tuanzie na nani? Tuanzie na Florence Mwangoi saying niko ndani ya nyumba. Tuko na Joyce Valeria saying waiting. Hello Vo TV family. Tuko na Gloria Wawunda ambaye anasema tafadhali mheshimiwa Alfred Mutua, japokuwa sifanyi huko nje ya Kenya, naomba ikiwa ni mshahara uongezewe. Wafanyakazi wote sio Kemboi tu, juu kazi ya huko ni ngumu sana, yani ni shida tu inafanya mtu aende. Thank you Gloria Wawunda. You've seen the topic today. I'm going to discuss and analyze the visit of the Cabinet Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Dr. Alfred Mutua. He is in Saudi Arabia. I don't know whether he has left already, and we will definitely look into the details of his visit here at Vo TV. Moses Kokach is here. Mkoli Asha saying, I'm here. Heroneresoni, I'm here. Remember, this broadcast is live streaming on 5 platforms concurrently. So if you're watching on YouTube on my YouTube channels, you're welcome. If you're watching on the Facebook page, you're welcome. If you're watching on Twitter, you're welcome. Just show some love. Drop a comment as we proceed. Mkoli, and by the way, let me know where you're watching from. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Of course, how can I forget that? Where are you watching from? Niambie. I hope that wherever you guys are, I hope that everyone is healthy. I hope that everyone is doing fine, and I hope that everyone is safe and secure. Okay. Tuendelee. Okay, looks like something. I'm gonna go back here. Okay, Mosa is saying hi to his sister Joyce. Mkoli Asher watching all the way from Saudi Arabia. Welcome again, the Vo TV Primetime Show. Today we'll look at the outcome of Dr. Alfred Mutua's visit in Saudi Arabia. It was highly anticipated with all that is going on. Yale ambayo imekuwa ikiendelea nchini Saudi Arabia. Kila siku shida. Watu wanalia shida kila siku, wengine wanasema ni kuchapwa kila siku, wengine wameuliwa kila siku, mwingine amekufa. We will discuss all that today, and my main question is, did his visit make a difference? Nanyi ambao mnafanya kazi, especially nanyi ambao mko Saudi Arabia, mwasemaje? Nataka nijue maoni yenyu leo hii. Lydia Jesang watching on Facebook, thank you. Nimekuwa nakaa hapo na ukae rada. Leo nyinyi ndio mtaongea. To just kick off the show, let me start by announcing ya kwamba our sister Pauline Murugi, nimepata ujumbe ya kwamba leo hii ameweza kuzikwa. Amezikwa leo. You know that I've covered this story intensively. Nilikuwa nimeleta family members hapa. I've been in touch with marafiki. Pauline Murugi ambaye alikufia pale nchi ya Saudia amezikwa leo. I've released a public statement on my Facebook page, na pia nimeongea na marafiki. So let me read what some of the messages they sent me. Tuanze hapa, wacha niseme shout out to Felista Maina, asante sana. Saying, hey Mike, yes, we laid Pauline to rest today in my side. I thank you so much. May God bless you abundantly. Nawatemira itemi renene muno hari rogano rwa Pauline. So it's a sad story. Ni kesi ambayo ni ya huzuni, lakini leo hii ameweza kulazwa. Pauline Murugi alikufia pale deportation center ya Saudi Arabia. Wale ambao mnakumbuka, kuna video ambayo nilipost na ni video ambayo haikuwa video mzuri sana. Tulimuona kama alikuwa amefungwa na kamba mikono, amefungwa miguu, dada zake wakimuombea. So Hannah Momboy, you're jumping too fast. I haven't even started the show. So, but anyway, let me welcome Fatma Osman, watching all the way from tuning in from France. Tuko na Rispa Mwangi watching also from Saudi Arabia. Kwanza ni poa sana, ningependa sana nyinyi ambao mko Saudi Arabia muingie hapa ndio tuweze kuongea haya maneno about hii safari ya Dr. Alfred Mutua. The topics today in a nutshell, nimemake announcement yake. Pauline Murugi amezikwa leo. Pauline Murugi, wale ambao wanajua, alikufia nchini Saudia. On to the next one. Again, tutaangalia hii safari ya Honorable Mutua. What was discussed? What was the conclusion? And what is the future? How does the future look like for our sisters who are working in Saudi Arabia? Then I will also give a brief touch on the tragic story of our sister Damari Osita, ambaye jana aliaga dunia. Those who tuned in the morning, if you are here at if you watch the Vote TV, the Raukana Vote TV breakfast show, niliweza kuambia what happened. If you didn't watch that segment, it's on the channel. You can replay that. Lakini pia tutaangalia ntaguzia kidogo hii story. Kesi ya Damari Osita ni kesi moja ndefu sana. Kuna mambo mingi sana, lakini itaendelea kuwapatia more updates in step. So, Wadoidi, you know what to do. Mose, you know what to do. Let me welcome Lena Segoi, watching from Eldoret, Kenya. Thank you very much. Yes. Wale mko hapa, like, share. If you are new here, subscribe. So, maybe kuanzia tuanze niulize swali. Ni wangapi ambao wako hapa tena? Mwonyesho kwa mikono. Ni wangapi wako hapa ambao wanafanya kazi Saudia kama kadama? Ni wangapi wako hapa ambao wana watch hii show from Saudi Arabia? Inweni mikono juu. Grace Reborn is here. Dinambura present from Saudi. Thank you. Wangapi wako Saudia? Mikono juu. Tuone tukiendeleaga. Nataka hii itakuwa ni discussion poa sana leo. Dr. Alfred Mutua amekuja Saudia. Okay, let's go. Fatma, Lucy, Martha Mwangi, Merethuo, Rispa Mwangi. Tundele, those who are here. Angela Maina. Good. That's a good number to start with. Okay. Hata before nianze kuanga, tukianza before nianze discuss the specifics of his trip to Saudi Arabia, hana Wamboi. Swali, next question. Next question. Next question. Grace Mungai. Okay, perfect. Are you happy? Are you satisfied with this trip? Are you unafurahia yale ambayo ameongelelea? Are you satisfied with this trip? Najua mmekuwa kila mahali mkifuatilia. So hata before mimi niwapatia maoni yangu, the question is, are you satisfied with this trip? Yes or no? Let's see. Let's do a quick poll. Tuone. Mother Mungi saying yes. Na by the way, nitawainvite mkuja hapa. Kuna watu wa Saudi ambao wako hapa wanataka kuja hapa wajoin waongee leo. So Lucy Gerono saying yes. Are you satisfied? Are you happy? Do you feel Honorable Mutua achieved something in Saudi? Meritu saying yes. Fatma Nasmayu saying yes. Those who are tuning in, keep on liking as we proceed. Now, wacha tuingie to the specifics. Ni yapi? Kwa hivyo we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wote wanasema yes, tunafurahia. We are satisfied with what Mutua discussed. Dina Mbura saying yes, but we are not sure if it will work. It is Pamongi saying no. Okay, so we have more yeses than no. Hii broadcast mwendelea kulike, mwendelea kushare, na especially ningetaka Mbogi ya Saudi Arabia mkuja hapa to discuss hii mambo. I'm moving on to the next one. Come here. So, the first thing nitafanya presentation ya the press report. This is the website, by the way. If you've never been on the website, Voices of the Vote TV website, ndio hii hapa. It's voicesoftheoppressed.com. And I had put up a blog. So, wacha tuangalie yale ambayo Dr. Alfred Mutua aliweza kuongea na serikali ya Saudia. Kiangalia hiyo artwork iko hapo. Wako na hiyo Amnesty for Kemboys. So this is what was released. And I will go through this thing in steps. Below is a transcript from Dr. Mutua after his visit in Saudi Arabia. The statement says, let's go there. I've spent 2 days in Saudi Arabia on an official tour. I've held several meetings. I have met senior Saudi government officials, my counterpart, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Highness Faisal bin Fahan Al Saud, and also a strong team of the Ministry of Labor, led by Vice Minister of Labor, His Excellency Dr. Abdullah Nasser Aboth Naim. It continues. Grace Mungai saying no. I've also met and spent hours listening to Kenyans living and working in Saudi Arabia. I have also had the pleasure of meeting young babies of our Kenyan mothers. So tuanzie hapo. The statement says, I have also met and spent hours listening to Kenyans living and working in Saudi Arabia. I have also had the pleasure of meeting young babies of our Kenyan mothers. Kwa hivyo hapa ni kuonyesha kwamba aidha kama kuna Wakenya ambao washaolewa pale nchini Saudia, maybe they are Saudi citizens, na kuna familia huko aliweza kuwa meet, but also of course kuna Kemboys ambao pia wako pale, wako na watoto, inaonekana pia aliweza kumit now. The statement continues. The meetings with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia government have centered on our bilateral issues based on the great relationship we have with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So, note that word, great relationship we have with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have agreed to work together as a team as we push our international agendas. We have requested the support of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we tackle the drought situation facing our country due to the effects of climate change. Another outstanding statement. Kenya kuko na njaa, watu wanalia hakuna chakula. So, as you can see right there, it says we have requested the support of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we tackle the drought situation facing our country due to the effects of climate change. So when he says we have requested the support of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, that means they are seeking foreign aid kwa sababu ya njaa ile kwa Kenya. Tuko pamoja? Okay? Kenya inasemekana kuna parts za Kenya ambazo kuko na akunyeshi, the rivers are drying up, watu wanalia njaa. So kwa sababu ya the drought situation, they have requested support. So when you see this here, that means, of course, Saudi is not a food producing country, but I'm sure the support will come in form of finances. The statement continues, with His Highness Faisal, we have agreed to enhance our trade and investment and expansion of our tourism sectors. This will create more employment opportunities and increasing the amount of money in the pockets of our people. Another outstanding statement. This will create more employment opportunities and increasing the amount of money in the pockets of our people. Are you with me? Okay. The statement continues. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia views Kenya as one of its top partners. And likewise, we view Saudi Arabia as one of major partners. We have also engaged comprehensively on the issues facing Kenyan workers. Now sasa hapa ndipo mambo inaanza. We have also engaged comprehensively on the issues facing Kenyan workers. So let's see what the outcome was. On the issue of immigrant labor, we have come up with concrete proposals that will make it easier and better for Kenyans to relate and work in Saudi Arabia, where they are in high demand. Guys, everything I told you, niliwaambia, tuanzie hapo. They have come up with concrete proposals that will make it easier and better for Kenyans to relate and work in Saudi Arabia, where they are in high demand. Hebu andika high demand kwa chat tukiendeleaga. Now, let's look at this. Sasa tuangalie hapa. Listening to the victims, agents, Kenya government officials, and Saudi government officials, it is clear that the problems facing some of our people start back home in Kenya. The system is flawed and corrupt, and unless it's fixed, nothing will change. Andikeni kwa chat, the system is flawed and corrupt. But then he says, unless it's fixed, nothing will change. That's on the statement. It continues. There is massive corruption in the way Kenyans are prepared before they leave to be domestic workers in Saudi Arabia, and follow-up of Kenyans when they arrive. This is a major concern to all of us, including the government of Saudi Arabia. Milka Chepto, that's my Milka is watching on Facebook. Just be patient. Let's go back here. Tuangalia hapa. This is a very, very powerful statement. And by the way, Yvonne, do you want to join me? Madam President, I need you here. I need you here, Madam President. So, Alfred Mutua says there is massive corruption in the way Kenyans are prepared before they leave to be domestic workers in Saudi Arabia, and follow-up of Kenyans when they arrive. Shida ni gani? Napigia agent simu, achukui simu, sisaidiwi, sifanyiwi. I see we have Aisha tuning in from Abu Dhabi. You see where I'm coming from? Massive. So, okay, guys, can you write in the chat? And I want you will be picking up, the keywords. And the chat, massive corruption. The massive corruption ya nani? Massive corruption ni agents. Siandi wanapeleka wasichana Saudi Arabia. Na kwa sababu ya hii massive corruption, wangapi tumepoteza hiyo Saudi Arabia? Na because of hii massive corruption, wangapi wanalia hiyo Saudi Arabia? Na kwa sababu ya hii massive corruption, wazazi wangapi ambao wanalia kwa sababu ya hii Saudi Arabia? Na kwa sababu ya hii massive corruption, ni wangapi wamekufia Saudi Arabia? Kwa sababu ya hii massive corruption, wangapi wamebaki wakiwa yatima Saudi Arabia? Wangapi? 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 Everyone fight massive corruption, na hapo ndipo tutakwamia kwanza. Ni wangapi saa hii wanapitia changamoto hiyo nchi ya Saudia kwa sababu ya massive corruption? Na massive corruption si ati ni ya Kadama. Massive corruption ya nani? Massive corruption inaanzia hizi ofisi. Because the thing is, in Kenya, you can buy your way out with money. That's the truth. Ukweli ama si ukweli? Ukweli ama si ukweli? Watu wako na connection all over the place. Kuanzia kwa polisi, kuanzia kwa DCI, kuanzia kwa serikali, the institutions which are actually supposed to represent and protect our fellow sisters. Ukweli ama si ukweli? But then Mutua says this is a major concern to all of us, including the government of Saudi Arabia. Sindio? Sindio? Thank you, Martha. Tuendelee. Now, the press release continues. We have to break the cartels and streamline the agencies, some of which are owned by prominent Kenyans. Andikeni kwa chat cartels na pia mwandike prominent Kenyans. Andikeni hapo. Owned, andikeni cartels and owned by prominent Kenyans. Ndio statement hapo. Kwa hivyo kuko na prominent Kenyans ambao they own these agencies. And by the way, let me say this, Mutua, you ain't telling me personally anything new. Hautuambii kitu mpya hapa. Just FYI. Cartels, that's not breaking news. You'll see breaking news. So nothing that you're saying in this statement so far is breaking news to each and every one of us. So what do these cartels and prominent Kenyans have? They have connections. Thank you very much, Rhoda. Lucy. Sindio, they automatically have connections. Thank you, Dina Wambura. Angalia comment ya Dina Wambura. Since Kenyan MPs and ministers are the owners of these Bonako agencies, then hii mateso haitawaisha Saudia. Hakuna kitu tunaambiwa mpya hapa. There's nothing new here. There's nothing new here. Hakuna kitu hapa Mutua umetuambia mpya so far. I mean, from this statement, especially like, you know. Hakuna kitu mpya hapa. Okay, I've seen it. Madam President and Dr. Mia. Nothing new here. Nothing new. Madam President, text me. To me a link. Do we agree on that? Our prominent Kenyans, our cartels, they try to fight anyone who tries to come on their way. Mi walijaribu wakashindwa because I'm a human activist. But this is nothing new. And can I be very, very honest? If you're saying we have to break the cartels and streamline the agencies, some of which are owned by prominent Kenyans, I'm gonna tell you something. You won't be able to achieve this goal. you will not be able to achieve this goal. They are well protected. Their interests are very well protected. They have connections. And when it comes to Kenya, money talks. Wewe umeingia ofisi tu juzi. I've been here for 7 years now. Who am I talking to? To Hamwe. Let me at that point invite Madam President, President wa Kadama Saudia, Yvonne Mirimo, aingie hapa tusome hii kitu pamoja tukiendeleaga. So what we're going to do is Madam President, let's start with e-party. We have to break the cartels and streamline the agencies, some of which are owned by prominent Kenyans. Maoni kwako?
Thank you so much, Vote TV family, and all the viewers, the Vote TV family. Welcome to our show so that we can digest the whole of this statement. When I saw it, I was like, wow. Enyewe, ule mtu ambaye anakaribisha hawa Wakenya wetu wakitoka kule Kenya, huyo mtu anawapeanga gahawa mbaya. Ama kama ni chai anawapea mbaya. Okay. Somebody comes with full hopes from our country,
Yeah.
and we expect that we are going to get freedom. I even made this thing clear, like, I'm going to sing freedom is coming tomorrow. That is what I was almost singing that. After I saw the tweet, after I saw the post, in fact, even I never resumed my duties. Nirirara. And nobody came to wake me up because I was so much disappointed.
Again,
I want to make this clear, like these prominent people, they are in this business. I want to exclude one, not that I'm looking for fame or whatever, but the thing is, Madam Akote, that is Mama Ru, Mama Fancy, does not own any agency. When we say the prominent people in the country, because so many people have been attacking her online saying that she's having an agency, but from my research, she does not have an agency. Akote, Madam Boss, Mama Ru, Mama Oyo doesn't have an agency in Kenya. So that one we have to exclude her out. We should not focus on her.
That's breaking news to me, by the way. That's breaking news. That's breaking news to me.
Yeah, we should not focus on her by telling Kenyans that she has an agency. No. That lady was a runaway. Is it in Bahrain or in Lebanon? Then later on, she went back to Kenya and she applied for another passport. She came to Saudi and she was also a runaway. Alikuwa mrife. So she has been, even me, when I was going through hard times during Muduma agency time or era, in fact, she was the lady who could have rescued me. So you will find that her account has Akote's photos, and her account reads Akote Safaris. So let us exclude her from that crap. Akote Madam Boss doesn't have an agency, and nobody should attack her because that lady is there. If not, she's back in Kenya, and the Kenyan government should be looking for her because in 2020 she was in Saudi Arabia and she was the person who could have rescued me. Unfortunately, her photo I didn't back up, but ningemexpose na hiyo picha yake ndio watu wajue this is the person running Akote Safari's account. Coming to these issues of prominent agents, these things is with our parliamentarians, are in this circle. We have very prominent people in this country, and they will never talk about the issue of Saudi Arabia. But you know what
That's
they
right.
do? They have a very big channel. They will go take their cousins, either from their father side or from their mother side, that the people whom they'll give money and they will come and register such kind of agencies. And these are the
That's
kind
right.
of agencies, when you talk, they will tell you, this is the order from above. Order
By the way,
from above.
Madam President, hebu turudi kwa Kiswahili. Kuna watu wako na shida ya Kiingereza. Tuendelee as we continue.
Samahani. Tunasema
We'll
kwamba
mix everything.
tunasema kwamba Akothe hana agency inayoleta wasichana Saudi Arabia. Mwache kumtukana kwa mitandao, manake yeye hana agency yoyote. Msichana ambaye ana run hiyo agency ni msichana wa Kikenya, na alikuwa mkimbizi kule, kama sio Lebanon ni Bahrain, akarudi nchini Kenya, aka-apply passport ingine, akakuja Saudi na tena akatoroka. Alikuwa mkimbizi. Mambo ya kusema kwamba watu wanatumia, kuna watu wakubwa ndani ya hii serikali ambao ni wahusika wakuu wa hizi agencies ambazo zinatuleta nchini Saudi Arabia ama Gulf countries, na wanatumia watu wao wa ukoo. Hao ndio watu ambao wanafanya, unapata wakikuja kwenye mitandao watakuwa wanasema hii ni masharti ambayo imetoka kule juu. Masharti, hii ni maneno ambayo masharti imetoka kule juu. Sasa unapata mtu hawezi akaongea, mtu hawezi akasema chochote, mtu hawezi akaweza hata kujieleza, maanake ako na uoga, anaweza chukuliwa hatua ama familia yake inaweza athiriwa kwa njia moja ama nyingine.
Sasa tukiingia mambo za prominent Kenyans, for example, I'm gonna give a simple example. Simple example is when I found out that Jimmy Gate alikuwa na agencies Kenya. You know, Jimmy Gate is a gospel musician, is a high prominent Kenyan. Those are the kind of connection that we're talking about. Na hawa ni watu na wakati wa kitu ya Jimmy Gate ilitokelezea, pia tuliweza kumchanua kipara kidogo na tukadili na yeye, but the point is hata baada ya mambo yote bado biashara zake zinaendelea. Let's go back, let's do this, Madam President, as because hii statement, it's a very, nataka we look at the whole statement as we proceed, and then give me 1 second, nikuje hapa perfect. Now, inasema, we will, in collaboration with the Saudi government, flush out illegal agencies and also blacklist agencies that do not perform as per the law. Tuanzie hapa. Let's stick right there. Kwa sababu we are doing this thing tukiwa in teamwork. Andikeni kwa chat, flush out illegal agencies. Alafu back to you, Madam President.
Kwa upande wangu mimi nitasema kwamba hata waziri wetu ambaye ni wa masuala ya kindani na nje, anaposema kwamba watoe hizo agencies zote ambazo ni fake, si rahisi kupata fake agency, manake hizi agencies ziko na a lot of channels. Kuna broker katikati, kuna ule wa kwenda kutafuta tu watu kule vijijini, kule Ushago, kule Kibira ndani, kule Kariobangi, door to door, naona. So tukisema kwamba hizi agencies zifungwe, unajua baadhi ya wasichana wetu wengi wao waliletwa na broker. Broker na wachukua, broker, it is like a supply chain, lakini hii supply chain yao majina ndio iko, sijui ndio broker ndio ufike kwa agent. I can't even
yeah.
Because
No. Actually no. Madam President, that's the truth. So let's start from here. Let's nikupatia example, like now ulisafiri na Mudhuma agencies, So angalia, broker, you might even find a channel that goes like broker.
Mimi nililetwa na broker. Mimi nililetwa na broker. Ule broker akaniuza, akani connect na broker mwingine. Ule broker mwingine akani connect with another broker. Yani kitambo fika kwa ule broker mwenye ako karibu sasa na agency. My friend. Inakuanga very long process. Na mostly huwa wanachukua tu watu randomly. So mtu akileta, tuseme for example, mimi ni broker, nimeenda ground kutafuta watu, mimi nitakuja nikuuzie wewe Nelson. Nikisha kuuzia wewe Nelson, wewe sasa nawe tena utaenda uzie sasa, tuseme our CS Alfred Mutua has an agent, so is the owner of the agency. Sasa wewe utaenda umuuze kwa Dr. Alfred Mutua. You get? So na hapa katikati unaweza pata watu wengi sana, watu wanachanganyikia hapa katikati. So if you are not keen, you cannot even know who your agency is. The owner of your agency huwezi mjua ni nani.
Ndio ndio ile shida na kuanga nao sana wasichana wengi ambao wanakujanga hapa kunyandikia ati wakiniambia niwasaidie ama wanapitia changamoto. Kila wakati nikiuliza jina la agency, they don't know. Wanakuambia agency yangu ni Wanjiko.
Even me, I never knew about my agency. Even me, I never knew my agency. I came to know about my agency when now things were very tough. Na I approached a friend of mine na nikamwambia unajua inakaa tuende ofisi manake I had a same reaction na the late mwenye amekufa huyo msichana Damari. So and I was not being given medical care by them. Lakini after my brother talked to them, they now understood me. Na in case ikiapia, they just take me to the hospital. They never ask me anything. Niambia ukiona imeanza, just tell us so that you can go to the hospital. Siwezingi kulala kwa nyumba siku mbili. So this agency, in short, no matter how much our CS is telling us that he wants to flush this agency, atakuwa na kibarua. The best thing I can tell him as our able cabinet secretary ni kwamba hizi agency zitolewe na tubakie na government bilateral agency.
Tukisema hivyo wanapiga mateke kama punda. Let me actually the best explanation go ahead.
Reason as why nasema tukue na government versus government in the day bilateral agreement is because these agencies, they're not taking care of these girls. They're not able to protect them when they have the laws. As much as they're saying that ati hao ni kama tu suppliers. Wanapewa order and they supply people, so they don't know where this person is going to land. But this is a life. This is a human being. What are you supposed to do? When this girl goes to that house, the first thing she's supposed to do is to keep her contract. Then the second thing she's supposed to do is to get her the phone number of Madam or Baba, so that in case of anything, they're able to contact the family or the agents. And when this girl is undergoing a lot of stress, as an agent, because majority of you have said that you are learned and you are houseboys and housegirls of ex-houseboys and ex-housegirls of Saudi Arabia, the best thing you can do is to communicate with the sponsor and tell him, hey, I'm the agent of Yvonne Mirimu, and kindly, how is she, before that, call him and tell him, I'm the agent of Yvonne Mirimu, Anna's safarin hivi na niko hapa, nilikuwa nataka kujua anaendelea aje, kazi iko aje. Then from there, this person is able to open. This agent, this sponsor will be able to open to you na kuambia kwamba Ivy hafanyi kazi. Ivy ananisumbua, Ivy ako hivi na hivi, and then from there come back to Ivy, muulize Ivy, mi nilikupatia kazi, why you not working, shida iko wapi? Ivy, mimi nitakwambia, unajua mimi ni mgonjwa, unajua mimi nafanya kazi bila chakula, unajua mimi sina hata internet, unajua mimi hata sina masaa ya kupumzika, unajua mimi nafanyishwa kazi nyumba moja mbili tatu, and then after that you'll have to make a decision like madam, kama Ivy ako na shida, jaribu niongeleshe, mimi nitamuongelesha, and then from there I will make now my conditions. You have to be smart. Sio tu unaenda tu kirukia mtu na maneno, hapana. You have to be smart so that you are not endangering the life of this girl that is in this house, and you are not able to tell her that to show this person that huyu mtu ameongea na yeye, umemwambia ABCD is happening. No, that is what most agencies are failing to do, because the moment you start telling Mwarabu ya kwamba mbona unapiga msichana wangu, mbona unamnyima chakula, the next thing ni atapokonywa ile simu, and you won't get more of the information about this girl, and this girl will continue to suffer, and this girl atakuweka kwa shida, your agency itakuwa iko kwa shida. So after talking to this girl, after talking to the boss, mwambia kwamba okay, kama Ivy ako na shida, kindly ensure that you reach out on me so that I can be able to talk to Ivy. So from there umwambia kwamba, but remember that as an agent, or as the agreement we have with the Saudi government is, msichana hafai make sure ya kwamba msichana wangu hafanyishwe kazi nyumba moja hadi nyingine, msichana wangu at least ako na time ya kupumzika, msichana wangu at least anaweza communicate na mimi na familia yake nyumbani, at least msichana wangu akiwa na shida, you are able to talk to me so that I can be able to talk to her because of language barrier. Imagine siwezi niwacha nikwambie 100% sure from the cases I have dealt with, hakuna Mwarabu hukataa hiyo story. Mwarabu hata kama kuna shida, she will call you. Mimi hata wakati mwingine napatanga ma missed calls mingi, wamenipigia, ambia so and so ingie kazi, fulani amekataa kufanya hivi. So when they talk to me, I'll talk to the girl na nimwambie ingia job, usiharibu kazi, ingia job, na kama kuna shida I'll be able to handle it na madam. So nitamweleza kama kuna shida kabisa, hata ananyimwa food, nitamwambia jaribu, kama unaweza pata hata mchele ya white, wewe nunua tu weke hapo, atachemsha akule na akunywe na maji, aendelee na kazi, usimnyime mambo ya kujitengenezea food. That is how these agencies are supposed. This is how these agencies are supposed.
Yeah, hold on that thought, and then we're going to do this because I want us to make sure. I want to make sure we touch on every subject on this press release. Yeah, Dr. Alfred Mutua, which actually also includes mambo za amnesty for Kemboys, mambo za mshahara. We'll all look into that and tutaendelea could discuss. Now, okay, he says we have also agreed to ensure compliance by agents and others when it comes to provision of healthcare. I gotta bring this back here. You want to talk about healthcare?
Yeah.
Damari Osita. Wait. I just want to make up an injunction, and then I'll continue reading the statement. Right now, we have a dead victim in Dubai. So just remember that. And something I also want to mention quickly, Yvonne and those who are watching, Dr. Alfred Mutua, you never went to Sakani Deportation Center kwenda kuangalia wale ambao ni wagonjwa and those who are stranded there wakiwa mentally distressed and they're crying for help. Just FYI. Lakini wacha niendelee na hii statement hapa. Tuendelee kusoma. Look at this. To this, as an immediate short-term venture, we will be issuing new procedures which will have to be followed before we grant clearance for any Kenyan to travel as a domestic worker to any country. Kenya immigration officers will also not allow Kenyans to travel out of the country as domestic workers without fulfilling the set requirements starting on Monday, the 7th of November, 2022. Now, we'll get back to that, Madam President, but lakini wacha niendelea kusoma because I want to get to the issue of the hotline. We have also set up a joint technical team of Kenya and Saudi Arabia government officials to fast track labor issues, including the issue of exit visas. They start their work 2 weeks from today on November 17th. Another point. Now, we have dedicated an emergency hotline for Kenyans in Saudi Arabia to call when facing any difficulties. The emergency hotline number at the Kenyan Embassy in Riyadh is 966-500-755-060. On receiving a call, we will take prompt action, including but not limited to engaging the Saudi government for their assistance. The idea is to ensure every Kenyan works and lives a fulfilling life. Let's start with the hotline number. Those who are watching, everyone can hotline number +966 500 755 060. I'm going to actually paste that and put that core comments. Madam President, maoni yako kuhusu hii hotline ambayo ni ya embassy. Not forgetting that tumeambiwa kwa kila wakati embassy haifanyi, embassy haichukui calls, embassy inafukuza watu, tuna nini. Let's talk about that part. Maoni kwenyu, and those who are watching, those who are viewing, drop your maoni, and Yvonne.
Alfred,
tuko na hotline number emergency ya embassy.
Know that hiyo pesa ungenunulia tu ule mtoto mwenye akosa deportation maziwa, akue hiyo story tusahau. No need of buying that number. Watu wako na namba ya embassy. Watu wako na namba ya embassy attaches. Are they being assisted? Nobody is being assisted.
No.
Ama ukishikwa akikuwa tu, yani hiyo siku ameamuka vizuri, ile kitu atashika ni matusi ambayo utaporomoshewa pako useme Mungu wangu. Hata ningetafuta tu hata Kemboi anipatie advice. Ningetafuta tu Kemboi anipea advice, kwa sababu Kemboi amekaa hapa, ako na ile tajriba, ako na experience. Anaweza nipatia advice na niendelee kuchapa kazi hii, mjengo niendelee kuchapa. Hata naweza ongea ama nitafute ex girl mwenye anaweza ongea na huyu madam, at least kutengeneza uhusiano mzuri kati yangu na madam. You know what you are running away is to talk to these sponsors. You are running away from that fact. Na shida ni kwa hizi nyumba, shida si kule kwa embassy. Aki usingenipigia tu simu nikwambie ile kitu yenye Wakenya wanapitia jamani. Kukupea tu ushauri, si ati unilipe, si ati mimi natafuta kuwa celebrity ama kadama on contracts. And what these girls are going through is very hard. We are talking about issues za watu sijui medical. Let me tell you the truth that ile proposal ambayo umepewa haitakubalika. One, this girl is here illegally. So story ya kusema ati akigonjeka peleke hospitali haitawezekana, because already Saudi Arabia government has got its own budget. inajua kwamba watu wenye wako hapa legally ni watu fulani, watu wenye ni citizens wa hii nchi ni watu fulani, watu wa serikali ni watu fulani. So matibabu ya kadama is free if only you are on contract, you have an ikama and you have a passport. When you go to a government hospital, you will get free medication. So the fact this issue of him telling us that Kemboi watapata matibabu anawadanganya. Manake sisi tuko ndani ya hii Saudi, tunaishi na Wasaudi wenyewe, na wakati ambapo tunaongea na wao wanatuambia kwamba tunawauliza mbona msichana ambaye amekemboi hawezi pata matibabu, anasema kwamba sisi serikali yetu iko na budget. Na kama uko hapa illegally, we cannot treat you. They outline that very smart and very clear.
Comment ya Angela Maina, and there's the number free, ametuangusha sana. Angeanza na kusafisha the embassy, that could be something. Yvonne, you've dealt with the embassy ukiwa na shida kuwapigia simu. Hotline iko hapa.
Mi hata wacha nitafute Kemboi, mi sitaki stress. Wacha nitafute Kemboi, wacha nitafute ule mtu ambaye ako na tajriba ya Kiarabu. Hata agent mimi sisumbuanangi na agent. Mimi sitakangi biashara ya agent. I don't want. Because they won't assist me. But if I have somebody who has the knowledge and who can create a good relationship between my madam and I, let me just look for that person. We solve the issue na nimalize contract yangu. Hata kimdanganya kwamba I'm the sister, I'm the cousin, I'm the auntie, I'm the mama, atajua kwamba enyewe huyu msichana ako na watu wake ambao wanamfuatilia. So if anything happens to her, I will be answerable. Sitaki masaibu. That is what they will be telling even the family members. Msifanyie kitu mbaya, ukae ukijua watu wake wako hapa. And they will respect me. Kwa sababu kuna mtu ananijali. Fine. Mambo kuniambia na nizungusha akili unatupeleka embassy. Hii embassy tumeshinda tukisema ya kwamba safisheni hii embassy, hamtaki. Mnataka aje? What do you want us to do? Sasa kwa vile mmeona kwamba masilahi si yetu yenye mnaenda kutupigania sisi, hamwezi kuja kwa watu ambao ni waathiriwa, watu ambao wamepitia hali ngumu. Mnataka kwenda kwa watu ambao wamekula vizuri, wako kwa maofisi, hao bora wameamuka, mshahara imeingia, ina reflect kwa ofisi, kwa nini kwa akaunti zao. Ni sawa, hatuna shida na hatutaongea tena. Cases kuhusu embassy, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let it be between me and God. Na mtu wote ambao unasafiri kuja nchini Saudi Arabia, tafadhali jua ya kwamba wewe ni wewe na Mungu wako. You have no representative who is representing you. It is only you with your God. And make sure that you have somebody whom you can talk to make a good relationship between you and your sponsor. That is it. Hiyo hotline number wacheni tunayo kwa sababu haitawasaidia. Mtakuja hapa mtatupea report, mimi nitakuwa tu hapa. Tutakuwa tunasikia ushuhuda, watu fulani wamekuwa rescued, watu fulani wako sawa, watu fulani wamepelekwa nyumbani, wale wenye wako deportation vichwa zimeruka, at least they have been able to track their families, wameenda nyumbani. But nyinyi mnataka muende tu mpate ripoti alafu mkuja mpeane. Seriously, kwani shida inakuanga ni nini? Mbona hamwezi mkatusikia? Mbona hamwezi kusikia kilio chetu cha wanyonge? Ukitaka kujua mambo mengi, tafuta mtu mnyonge. As much as hata tutakuwa tuna blame hizi agencies, but our representative wenyewe, watu ambao wako ndani ya hii nchi hawatusaidii. Hii mambo ya kusema ya kwamba mnaenda kuflash all agencies. Dr. Alfred Mutua, before you going to flash all those agencies, corruption is also brought here in this country. It is in our own embassy. But hamtaki kusikia watu wakiongea kuhusu mambo ya embassy kwa sababu mnaona ya kwamba tunawaharibia jina. Hata Wasaudi wenyewe wanajua kwamba our embassies are bad. Our embassies are not following the rules of Saudi Arabia. Ndio maana wamewaachilia tu wafanye venye wanataka. It is so much sad kuona watoto wa watu wanakuja hapa wakiwa wazima, wanaenda nyumbani wakiwa kwa masanduku, wanaenda nyumbani wakiwa depression imewamaliza, they are dying, and there is somebody who could be somewhere mwenye angesema ya kwamba no, let me go and rescue this girl. Hata heri nimpeleke Sakan, lakini asikuwe depressed. Let me talk to my government, my Kenyan government, so that they can give us a one flight. Kenya tuko na JKIA. Tuko na JKIA na yuko na Emirates. Mbona tu wasichukue KQ, because KQ is very expensive. Mbona wasichukue Emirates ama waongee na Arabian government airline that is very cheap, so that they can pay the money, all these girls waende nyumbani, familia zao ziende, they will take care of them. Unajua tukiongea wanasema sisi ni wabaya. Si ati sisi ni wabaya. We need us to have a good trust with this government. Na tukiendelea na huu mkondo wenye tunaendelea, tutakuja baniwa. Let me tell you. Kenyan government, Kenyan embassy won't be functional in this country if we continue doing these dirty works. Their own people are paying money for the people who have died, but that money is not being given to the family. There is a lot of corruption that is starting from our own places, in our own homes. The process is totally corrupt. The only organ that is genuine ni ile organ ya kuchukua fingerprints. That is good conduct. That is the only organ. But ukiangalia yellow fever, we are never given shindano ya yellow fever. Na ndio tunakuja hapo, unaona tunakuwa na hizi ma allergies manini. Ni Mungu tu anatulinda.
Talk about that, by the way. Today Pauline Murugi amezikwa, amekufia Saudia. Maiti ya Damario Tisa iko Dubai. Njeri ameuliwa, maiti iko Saudia. Njeri mwingine ameuliwa, maiti iko Saudia. Julia Wamuyu, maiti bado iko Saudia. The reality of what's happening right now. And here we are. Before I move on to the next point, I'm about to get a statement here, amnesty. Tutaangalia sahi, amnesty for Kemboys. So we'll look at the amnesty for Kemboys, alafu tutaangalia statement ambayo alitoa kuhusu mshahara. I want to say this, and I'm going to make this public. Then this is a commercial break announcement. Yesterday at 1:07 a.m., of course, there was a communication between me and Grace Mutua. Grace Mutua, by the way, pia alinitumia hii article ambayo tuko nayo hapa. I actually invited her and I was like, hey, you can come here and talk about this. And she said she won't be available, but this is what she told me. She said Saudi Arabia has over 500,000 Kenyans. They're not supposed to die. That was her statement. But then I want to announce this right now in public because I'm a very transparent book. This is what I told Wangari Muduma in regards to the case of Anita Kadesa. I told her the only good thing that stands between us is the fact that you are called Grace Wangari like my grandmother who raised me. You lied in the Anita story. Your own staff lied. The DCI Act was total garbage. Your HR was a clown act and even lied about her name. I know everything, and I mean everything. Keep making that chatter. My final expose is coming out. Ride with the bad publicity. 97.2% of all the audience never believed a word you spoke. With that said and done, next week, here at Vote TV, I'll be releasing a complete expose of how Grace Mutua and her office staff lied to me on camera in regards to the case of Anita Kadesa, making it very crystal clear. I gave you free legal advice. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can take Anita to court, because us, the people, Vote TV, and this family, we will go all the way. I have lawyers who have reached out to me, who are prepared to defend Anita Kadesa pro bono. Now, with that said and done, tuendelee na hii statement ya Alfred Mutua. Madam President, naona umeanza kula vidole. Before blood pressure ipande, kaa tu hapo, I'll read the next statement. Alfred Mutua said, I have requested for an amnesty to be granted to Kenyans who have fallen out of status and are residing in Saudi Arabia illegally, those who are unable to access medical care so that their documents can be legalized, and others given passage to return home. Back to you, Madam President. I request Kemboys wapatiwe amnesty, waweze kutoka nchini Saudi Arabia. And then he says those who are unable to access medical care so that their documents can be legalized, and others are given passage to return home. I think, Madam President, okay. Are you still there?
Okay, the issue of
Those who are
him
watching,
telling Kenyans that
amnesty.
is about amnesty is okay, because the government is also using a lot of resources to ensure that these girls, they're not being harmed, and majority of them have stayed here for quite some time. So kama watasema warudi nyumbani, I have no comment about it. Personally, I don't want to say something that might take me behind the bars. We know what Kemboys are doing, and then maybe some of them, they try and rescue our girls. But my sisters, is unfortunate that the case of Sheila has made the government angered, and now they have requested to go back home. It's somewhat sad, but if they come to you and they request that you go back home, just follow the laws so that you can go back home when you are safe and sound.
Talk about Sheila Jana nilipost. I'm gonna address this again also as a commercial break. Of course, I cannot play that video here, lakini jana niliweza kupost video ambayo ilikuwa ikionyesha jamaa moja anaitwa George Ndongo. George Ndongo alikuwa amesaraundiwa na wanawake kama 6 hivi 5 hivi, yale majina ambayo alikuwa anaitwa. Huyo jamaa tumemwona kwa video akipigwa na vijiko, akipigwa na mwiko. I was actually worried about his life wakati nilisikia wakisharpen visu. Huyo jamaa amemwagiliwa maji. Huyo jamaa alikuwa amefungwa shingo, and everything was on camera. Now I want to give a public statement. Today I received a message from the sister of George Ndongo. George Ndongo, pahali ulipo, kama utapata ujumbe, sistako amenyandikia akilia. Familia yako ilishangaa kupata hiyo video online. George Ndongo, mamako, your mom, as we are talking right now, nimeambiwa ya kwamba blood pressure yake hata imepanda, and she's right now feeling sick about what she saw. That's breaking news on my end. Again, Sheila, nimesema ya kwamba Sheila ni wengi Saudia.
True.
Guys, those who are my followers on Facebook, you've seen those videos ambazo nimeweka. Those videos have been watched. Niliweka your video jana. Those videos have been watched over 40,000 times on my Facebook page. Thousands of comments. Lakini ukweli ni kwamba tunaona huo jamaa akicharazwa na wanawake. Kwa hivyo msishangae ya kama tumeamka asubuhi tukapata Mkenya ameua Mkenya mwenzake kwa kumwagilia acid. Hawa watu, what I've seen and what we have watched on those videos, I'm telling you, hata akona bahati alitoka hiyo room akiwa hai. He was set up. It was something about Raini, Eko Raini, all yelling in Kikuyu, wakimuita majina ambazo siwezi nikataja hapa kwa hii broadcast. Lakini it was such a shameful thing to watch on broad daylight. And they recorded it. I won't show that video here. Mkitaka, go to my Facebook page at Nelson Michael Dawa Muriuki. Video iko hapo. Ni video mbili. I even have a third video. Mwone vile wa jamaa alifanywa. Na ni wanawake wanamfanya hivyo. Si wanaume, ni wanawake. Na nisema ya kwamba wakati nilisikia na ni wanawake. Wakati nilisikia wameanza kuchukua visu, like you could hear them sharpening knives on the back end. And wa Kenya. So issue ya amnesty, Mutua amefile request amnesty kwenyu. Now, something else that he actually added on that, he said the Kenyan government is also dispatching additional staff to the Riyadh embassy to assist in the process of legalizing Kenyans who are out of status and processing traveling documents and other necessary paperwork. Watu wamekuwa wakiuliza mambo za mshahara, and I'm going to touch on that right now. I come here and I come here. In the statement Mutua alisema, he mentions, we have requested for an increase of quotas to allow trained Kenyans in all fields to get jobs in Saudi Arabia. I want to just ile kuelezea an increase of quotas. What they're saying is it's like they're increasing more slots for more employment. So in this statement, Mutua is talking about an increase, kuongezea more employees wasafiri Kenya kwenda kufanya kazi nchini Saudi Arabia. Then he continues and he says, our university and other tertiary level graduates now have an even bigger opportunity to get jobs here and the larger Middle East. Now, I don't know whether he's talking about, there's no mention whether it's skilled labor, because the only form of employment tunajua Saudi Arabia ni unskilled labor. Lakini kwa sababu hapa he's talking about graduates. He's saying they now even have a bigger opportunity to get jobs here and the larger Middle East. Then Najua kuna kitu moja hakuna kitu kingine. One of the key things Kenyans hutaka kusikia ni all the time ni mambo za salary. So I'll put that right there. Wacha niwasomee. We have also requested for a review upwards on the packages and salaries offered to Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia. Kina Fatma Nismiu, nilikuwa naona hizo kama nilikuwa naandika, but I tell you guys you must be patient every time I'm doing a presentation. Okay, so Joyce, the statement is here. I want you to pay attention again. We have also requested for a review upwards, okay, on the packages and salaries. Najua Kiingereza huwa ni lugha, sio lugha ya kila mtu, but that is exactly what he's referring to. Two things. It's a request. Seti ni kitu imesainiwa, seti ni kitu imekuwa confirmed, but it's a request. Hapa, the keyword here is upwards. Pay attention here. The keyword here is upwards on the packages and salaries offered to Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia. Nani akona swali hiyo part? Kuna mtu akona swali hiyo part? I'll stick there for some time. Anyone with a question about your statement? So it's a request for a review upwards, which means increase, which means, and they're focusing on the packages and salaries offered to Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia, which actually that doesn't even, and because it's for a review upwards on the packages and salaries offered to Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia, it's not just the Kadamas. I think it's a reference to all Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia. Deborah, nasema David, kuna mambo muhimu Mutua kuongea na hii ni nini? That one I agree. Sophie Bambu, yes, niko na swali. Endelea. Nafatiti, if working conditions are not improved, Kenyans will continue working under harsh conditions, e.g. working using harsh chemicals without protective gear. I agree. Sophia nauliza, ni kwa kila mtu anafanya kazi Saudi ama ni Kembois peke yake? What are you referring to, the amnesty? No, I don't get that part. And then the press statement ended with him saying, I wish to thank Kenyans who came out to meet and greet as we shared ideas. I wish to assure all Kenyans that we are there. I think there's something which I left out. So I don't know which kind of Kenyans went to meet Mutua. Let me explain my personal disappointments. Let me express my personal disappointments. My biggest disappointment, number one, hakwenda Sakan. He didn't go to Sakan. Mbona hukwenda Sakan deportation? Mbona hukwenda to the prisons? Why are they not taking you there? Wale wa Kenya ambao tumeokoa Saudia, especially this year, people like Diana Chepkemoi, waliongea mambo za wale wa Kenya ambao waliacha Sakan. Watu kama kina, what was her name again, Nelly. ule ambaye alikuwa alishika agent wake mashati, alimshika shingo. Spoke about what they've seen in Sakan. I've given reports of what's going on in Sakan. As I'm talking to you, kuna watu they are right wananiandikia kila siku what they're going through in Sakan. Why didn't you just pay a visit there and see the sick, visit the sick and see that they're really suffering? Go and see the conditions they're living under. Hours tena wote wamekuwa kwa ofisi, wamefungiwa kwa ofisi. Nasema tuokoeni, tumekaa hapa for 3, 4 months, 5 months, hatufanyiwi, hatupatiwi. Mbona mkwenda huko? This again was this was picked individuals like they always do. Wacha nimwambia kazi haijaisha. Because still as I'm talking to you, my phones are beeping. I'm still getting messages and people are crying and crying and crying and crying that they need help. People like Zipporah, they're stuck at Sakan, they're sick. So do you know who wins? Do you know who are the biggest winners here? And nilikuwa hapa nikiwaambia, do you know who are the biggest winners right now? And who are laughing their way? They are laughing right now. They be looking at all this. They're like, oh man, look at these stupid people. Look at these goofies, man. You know who's laughing right now? It's the agents. They win again. They win again. Exactly what I did. They win again. They win. Big time. Kuna pale umesikia kwa hiyo statement ya Mutua akiongea mambo za people getting killed, people dying, people all this. Umesikia kuna pale ameongea kwa hiyo statement yake? No, nowhere. And I repeat what I said today in the morning. Kwa the Rauka na Vote TV show. Lillian was right. Kufa kuzikana. Biashara itaendelea. That's the truth. That's the truth. Let me actually see if I can, I'm going to be able to pull up, let me see if I'm going to be able to pull up. Give me a second. Let me get the National Employment Authority headquarter. Wacha niangalia website ya NEA haraka. Namtona what I'm talking about. Oh. Pole, give me a second. Agents, they are so happy right now. Niliwaambia, I told you when I saw the red flag, ile mkutano ambao Mutua alitana kwa ofisi yake. Mbona hukuita familia ambazo zimepitia shida? Mbona hukuita familia zile ambazo zimepoteza watoto wao wamekufia Saudia? Mbona hukuita wale ambao wamesurvive wamekuja Kenya wakiwa walemavu? Nothing is gonna change, man. Kuna kitu inabadilika hapa? Hakuna. Another sad day for humanity. Pauline Murugi amezikwa leo. Not in a single mention of casualties or none. Zero. The high demand for Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia, there's a high demand. They are saying it. So who wins? Who wins? Something I'm trying to get. There's something I want to show you here. Something I want to show you here real quick. Kwa hivyo nataka tuingie kwa website. Okay, wacha tuingie kwa website ya NEA. There's something I want to show you here. Haraka haraka ndio mjue. Nikiwaambia who are the biggest winners. Let's start with this one here. Give me a second. Yeah, bila tu umesema. Okay. You guys, by the way, Mushai, do you guys take your time to look at these websites? Okay. This is the one that gives instructions of for all the embassies, but give me a second. There's one I want to regulation of employment agencies. Yeah. One second. Okay, perfect. Ikuja hapa. Nataka tuangalie the page ya jobs. You see? Right here. Ah, come on, man. See, when my system tells me this is not even safe to open. They have this problem. Isn't ini shida ni typical issue ya Kenyan websites. Yeah, itafungua. It says not secure. So I can't open it. But anyway, let me see. Oh, Yvonne is back. Okay. Yvonne, karibu.
Shukran. Simu ilikuwa imezima.
Yeah, I figured that. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to go through. There's something what I kuonyesha. Okay, haitafungua. Again, a typical issue with Kenyan websites. Hata hazikwangi secured. That's so I use high protection whatever for my system, so imekata. But nilikuwa kuambia hivi, ukienda kwa website ya NEA, nataka muende hapa kwa find job opportunities na mtaweza kuona, go and see zile ad ziko hapo za kazi ya kwenda Saudi Arabia. Utashangaa. Let me actually just open like one here, just as an example. Hope itafungua. Job opportunities. Okay. Anyway, I'll have to set that separately. Lakini turudi kwako Yvonne.
Yes.
I was touching, nilikuwa naongelea mambo za mshahara. Wamesema ati kwamba amerequest packages za mshahara ziongezewe. Maoni kwako?
Let me tell you this ya kwamba I told our CS he should do a wide range research before coming to Saudi Arabia. Hangekuja tu hivyo haraka kabla hajafanya research, and
Yeah.
to our CS it was very fast. but hata bado hatujasaidika. Yes, hatujasaidika, si kwa ubaya na hatutasaidika. Bado tu maisha ni yale yale tu. Nobody will be able to hear about us.
Oh my goodness. On that note, also let me also mention tomorrow. I have a couple of new cases that I will address right here on Vote TV. Number one, the story of our sister Edina Kemunto Nchoga.
So when you check, sisi watu wenye tuko Saudi, when you check
I don't know why you're hanging. Oh, okay. Yvonne is hanging. But let me actually make this quick announcement
oh my
here. I
god,
think I'm
oh my
hunting.
god.
Yeah. Tafuta,
Let
you're
me
hanging.
try.
But anyway,
I'm trying to
uh,
fix this.
okay.
1 minute.
Take your time. Take your
Because
time.
that one has broken down. Ah, let me check the other room. I hope this one tutapata network. Good. So I was telling you this ya kwamba
Mm-hmm.
when you check at healthcare.com, that
Mm-hmm.
is a website where
Yeah.
whereby the sponsor goes to request a shagala or kadama, and this
Mm-hmm.
sponsor is supposed to pay 2,500 US dollars, which is around 10,000 Saudi riyal, if I'm not wrong. Around 10 to 14,000 Saudi riyal, if I'm not wrong, because I haven't made the figure. I've forgotten the figure in Saudi riyal. So you find that they have stipulated all laws of shagala. And that is where I come and blame the agents because they're not taking their responsibilities. One, huyu msichana anapochukuliwa kwa sababu hiyo pesa analipa pale, the sponsor deposit that money in that particular account of healthcare.com. So that money akisha deposit wanampatia masharti ya kwamba this girl is supposed to be paid 1,500 Saudi riyal. That is the law that the Saudi government passed. This girl is supposed to be given security and protection. Nobody is supposed to threaten her, nobody is supposed to rape her, nobody is supposed to beat her. Those are some of the laws that are on that particular website. You will find time and go and check on it because I want to give you information that is verified. Then this girl is supposed to be given internet to communicate with the healthcare.com. And this healthcare.com is the agents. So that in case there is any problem, this lady is supposed to communicate with healthcare.com and be given assistance. So our agents are not giving us the limelight of what is happening. And I know majority of them, even they don't have this kind of information because they haven't done their research about all these issues. And the sponsor has been given her own rules, and the shagala or the kadama has been given her own rules. So that there are some other things you're not even supposed to share online while you are in Saudi Arabia. One, the property of the Arab, we are not supposed to show it online. That's why you will always see me on the wall when I'm having an interview with you. You cannot see whatever is behind me because I'm protecting the privacy of this house. I'm protecting their property. I'm not supposed to share their photos online. I'm not supposed to share their secrets online. So these are some of the laws that we break, and we as shagalas, we find ourselves into a dilemma, and nobody is able to give us justice because already we have violated the laws, and even if they say they're going to take action on us, then it means that it will serve us in a wrong way. Itatukata upande wa kushoto, na inapotukata upande wa kushoto sorry sorry
Bless you.
sheria inapotukata upande wa kushoto, it means that nobody is there to protect you. You have violated the laws. So kadamas kama sisi inafaa tujue sheria zetu, inafaa tujue ya kwamba kuna mambo zingine watu watajaribu kuficha identity, kwa sababu sheria ya Saudi Arabia inatulimit mambo zingine, ina limit hata hao wenyewe. They cannot even put their own profile pictures online, and they're very strict on the Quran. And I'm very much sorry on this a few team of girls wenye wanaenda wanavaa nikabu kwa viuno, wanavaa kanzu ya baba, wanavaa inaitwa hiki kitambaa cha wababa wanavaa, and they're making with it TikTok. I'm very much sorry about them, because wakati ambapo hata kama madama alikupatia hizo vitu, ilifaa maybe unaweza enda ukapeana maskini kule Kenya, but sisi wenyewe we are the cause of all this crap, and we will keep on blaming the agent, we will keep on blaming our embassies, we will keep on blaming the sponsors when the mistake is ours. Unajua, wacha tuambiane ukweli, ndio tusishinde tukisema ya kwamba serikali ni wabaya, sisi ni wabaya na hii ni mbaya. Unaona, sisi pia tuko na shida zetu. We have got our own weaknesses. Some of our
But
girls,
you know what you have to, but my sister, but you know what we are focusing on? Me, I want us to focus on. Let me actually read that comment from Anastasia Katz. Where Mutua Newamba look of you. Newamba look of you. Umeenda Saudi kukula na huku address shida za wasichana vile wanateswa na hata kuuliwa na hata hukutembelea wale wamefungiwa kwa immigration. Mutua onaku wikiko. Let's do a poll again after running this segment. Ni wangapi hapa wako na hofu ya kwamba mambo itabadilika Saudia baada ya huu mkutano wa Alfred Mutua baada ya huu mkutano? Show hands up. Say yes kama unafikiria itabadilika. Say no if you believe nothing will change. Let's see what the viewers will say, Yvonne, as we proceed. Do you believe things will change? Mkona hotlines high,
things
Yvonne?
Are not going to. Things are not going
Let's
to
start
change.
with you.
Things are not going to change. Things are going to be more worse and worse, because kuna vitu zingine sisi, mashida zingine sisi huwa tunajaribu kuficha za huko Kenya. You cannot come and announce that. You cannot just come and announce ya kwamba in our country tuko na kiangazi. You get?
Angalia hapa. Just look at the screen. Nafatiti 254, no. Moses Kokach, no. Alvin Mwangi, no. Nadia Doris, no. Mambo ni yale. Moses Kokach, tuachie Mungu tu. Joyce Valeria, no. To live in Warsan. Pet Alv, no. Yvonne, no. So where do we move from here? What do we do?
It is only us with God, and hata heri vile ambavyo tulikuwa, because I'm very much sure this trip has worsened the situation. Our girls are going to suffer more, depending on the statement he offered. hiyo statement tu peke yake it is going to make these girls to suffer more, kwa sababu sisi huwa tunaficha mambo ya kwamba kwetu kuna kiangazi, unaona, kwa sababu ukisema kwetu kuna njaa inamaanisha ya kwamba huyu msichana hatapewa chakula, atakuwa anaambiwa kule mara moja kwa siku, maanake huko kwao hakuna chakula. You get?
Yeah.
Hangeaddress hii issue. Mambo ya kusema ya kwamba Kemboi na wale ambao wako kwa contract, Kemboi wapewe medical, it is not going to work out because the Saudi government also has its own budget that is working on it, na wako na citizens wao ambao wako hapa, wako na wale migrant workers ambao wako hapa, so that thing is not going to work out. They give medicine into hospitals depending on the number they have. You cannot just run a country like a market. You get? That is the point I want you to understand. They have got their own budget, they're working on it. So mambo ya kusema ati Kemboi atapata matibabu, it will never work out and it is not going to yield any fruit at any given point. Number 3, as I conclude, is to say that Shagala, serikali ya Saudi ilipitisha ya kwamba all the Asian countries, they passed a law where they said that Shagala atakuwa anapata 1,500 Saudi riyal, but
Yeah.
the thing is ni hawa agents wa Kenya na wa Saudi, and I cannot blame even our Kenyan agent. I want to blame the agents of Saudi. These are the people who are scoffing a lot of money from the Saudis and wanafinyilia ule msichana ambaye anafanya kazi kwa contract. If you are smart enough and you have done your research, utakuja huku Saudi ukiambia kwamba as per healthcare.com you have told us this girl is supposed to get 1,500 Saudi riyal and not 900 Saudi riyal. If this is happening, can we have a government interagency so that
Intelligence.
we can run this thing for maybe 5 years or 2 years? We see how this thing is running. If it is not going to pick up, then we will have to involve our own agencies. Number 3, revoking these agencies, it doesn't mean that it is not even adding up, because we have people who violated the laws and were banned in the previous years, and these are the same people you are going to recruit
Yeah.
because they have already done their broker things with other agencies. They have gotten their money. These are the same people you are going to recruit in this agency. So my request is our CS Dr. Alfred Mutua, let us give it a try. We have a government intergovernment agency whereby this girl, in case this girl is having a problem, we are able to communicate efficiently. Tukiwa na hale mazungumzo ya moja kwa moja itakuwa ni rahisi kuliko tuanze kurecruit other agencies, tuanze tena kupata wasichana wengine wale wanalia, tuanze kupata zile cases ambazo watu ambao walicommit crimes in some years back have now gotten power. Our girls will suffer more. This is human life we are talking about. Hii si nyanya, hii si sukuma, hii si managu. Tafadhali tunaomba tu tukuwe na mkataba mzuri ili hawa wasichana, we want to boost our GDP in Kenya. That is the reason as per why we are crying for increase in salary. The Philippines have done that, and if we do this as Kenyan government, and then hatutakuwa na watu ambao yeah, because one, we will have opened other businesses. We will have invested in our countries back in Kenya, and by us investing in our country back in Kenya, we will have employed so many youth who are not able to come to this country and work. So that is the thing that we really needed us to do, to communicate, lakini ni kama wale watu ambao ulipata ukaongea na wao, you took another direction of perspective. How I wish you could have just made a call to one of us and ikuwe ni hivyo.
Let's do
Wasichana
this.
wapewe. The first comers should be paid 1500 Saudi Real. Ule mwingine mwenye anakuja second time apewe 1800. Na tukifanya hivi, the number of Kembois or the number of girls running from the contract will go down. We won't have cases of girls killing others. We won't have cases of girls engaging into dirty activities in Saudi Arabia. We won't have a number of girls who will be breaking the laws of this country.
So hold on that thought, because now we are approaching the end of today's broadcast. Thank you, Madam President. Thank you for all the input and all the viewers. Meanwhile, to conclude, again, like I did today in the morning, I've been able to connect all the dots of what happened to our sister, Damari Osita. What I'm going to do is this. It's so sad that these images reflect how she looked like. She was walking like this. Alikuwa anafanya kazi akiwa hivi, anapatiwa cream. Video iko kwa channel ya leo asubuhi, very detailed. And especially this picture. This is when they realize ko hizi kupaka cream haisaidii. So you see it went from here. Give me a second. Hapa it was getting worse. Her allergy was getting worse because of the chemicals that she was using for cleaning. Lakini alikuwa tu anajipaka tu cream, anapatiwa cream, anajipaka. Let me continue. There you go. None of the cream that she was using. She was healing external wounds, but her internal organs were completely wrecked. And such a sad story. There she is. And this is how she left Kenya. We've lost a young sister, a mother of two. Pray for her family, pray for her two children. The story of Damari Osita is a lesson for many. Is a lesson for many. Tomorrow, I have a special feature of two other major stories of our sister. Kuna msichana ambaye amekufia nchi ya Lebanon, anaitwa Edna. Her family friends here in the USA, they reached out. I'll feature them tomorrow. And also breaking news, I'll feature another story of a lady who disappeared in India after leaving the country in 2019. The family reached out to me today. Keep an eye on that story. It's crazy. Took one flight to India, was supposed to come back that week, and that was the end of our story. Don't miss it tomorrow. Madam President, all the viewers, this is Vote TV. The next broadcast in Apanda, midnight. Don't forget the Vote TV primetime show, midnight edition, and also the late night edition, saa 8 za usiku. Salut.
Mike.
Salut. Salut. Yep.
Mike, before we end the show,
2 minutes.
I want to ask my people from Vihiga County to at least come out and help our girls, because instead of us making a lot of politics in our Facebook groups, let us also come out and help these families emotionally. Honorable Amboko Malemba Women Representative, Madam Beatrice Kahaya Dagala, Vihiga County Governor Dr. Wilberforce Otichilo, kindly come out and help this family. It is very hard time for them. Come out. You've never come out for any cases because you've been in term for 2 times, that is the women representative and the governor, but you've never talked about these issues. We are just begging you, come on board. We'll be able to assist these families, be able to assist our girls. We know Vihiga County has no enough resources. We only have one factory, that is Mdeteti factory, and it cannot even employ thousands of Kenyans or thousands of Vihiga residents. And the other second resource we have is education. When you come to education sector, we have best schools. Kindly ensure that you are coming out so that you can be able to talk to these girls and you can be able to give them funds so that they can open up something that is reasonable. Tusiwapatie mikokoteni, hapana. Wapatieni ile biashara ambayo inaweza wasaidia kujikimu, walipia watoto wao school fees, so that we can curb this. And I'm also urging the Vihiga fraternity ya kwamba any agent that is in Vihiga County, make sure that you storm that agency, because these are the people who are very much reluctant. They're taking our girls. You've seen Brenda die mysteriously. You've seen Eunice the same. You've seen Catherine. Now this is another girl who is dying mysteriously in the same week, in a period of like 8 months. Is it eight? No, in a period of around 7 months,
Last
we are
time,
losing girls
last time,
mysteriously. So
Bigger
we'll
County.
be together. God will be with us. Rest in
God bless
peace,
you.
Damari.
Painful, painful. Guys, have a good night. See you in my next podcast. Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you so much, Nelson.